Good morning, students. Saira will continue our introduction to QBasic part 6. In the last session, we have learned what is QBasic and that statements, the print statement with semicolon, print with comma and the print with tab function and how to leave a blank lines between two characters, right? So, in this session, we will learn a let statement. With the help of programs, we will learn let statement. So, let statement is also called assignment statement. In the last session, we have learned what is CLS. The CLS means the clear the screen. This command is used to clear the screen if there are some output or result on your screen that you want to erase it. And the print command is used to print the statement or data written after to the output screen. And the end command is used to terminate of the program statement. So that is known as a terminating a program, that is end command. The same thing, let statement is used assign a value to the variable. The value can be string or number. So remember children, when you are using let statement, the value can be a string or number. The input command is use the data from a users. It will accept the data from user. This input command we will learn in the next session. In this session, we will start the program and we will see what is the use of let statement. So we will open a QBasic program. In this, can you hear? The file, edit, view, search, run options, these are the menus, right? So now we will start the programs with the help of file and we will open programs. We have saved the programs. So click on open. Here click on the open and here I will use add two numbers. Today we will learn how to add two numbers. File, open and add two numbers program. We will learn how to add two numbers using a let statement. So let statement is also called assignment statement, right? So can you see the rem statement here I have written? What is the use of rem statement? So rem is a remark. I have written the program heading is what? Adding two numbers. Now here let. Let is what? Optional statement and a is a variable and equal to 5. That means a's value is 5, right? The a is variable. So let a is equal to 5. So let is QBasic statement. A is a variable. I have assigned the value to the variable, right? So that is a 5, right? It will assign the value, right? It is a numeric constant 5, right? It is numeric variable for a, right? The same thing you can see the down let b is equal to 8. That means here the variable name is what I have given, b. Let is statement and the b is variable and the value is 8. Assign the value here, the constant value. I have assigned a constant value. This is a fixed value. A's value is 5 and the b's value is 8. Now with the help of these values, we will add the program. We'll do the sum of two numbers. So now if you have written a is equal to 5 and the b equal to 8. Now suppose if I'll run the program, you get the output because I have not written the print command, right? Now let us see here let, I will write here C. I will take one more a variable. You can take any variable, but so easy to understand. So I have taken A, B, C. The C is equal to A plus B. That is a plus operator, right? So I have used here, I want to add two numbers. So I am taking which one? The plus as a operator. So that means A's value is 5, plus is a operator and the B's value is 8. So the whatever the value a plus b, the whatever the answer will stored into where? In the variable c. Okay, in the maths how we are doing? A plus b is equal to c. But in QBasic programs, here c is equal to, there is a variable is equal to a plus b. That is a's value is 5, b's value is 8. Whatever the result, okay, it will stored in the alpha variable c. Okay, now we will run the program and we will see the result. Okay, so all of you know, when you want to see the result, you have to write a print command. Without print command, the computer will not display anything on the screen, right? The last class we have already learned. But I have not written here print command. Let us see the output screen. So it will show you a blank screen. See here. Because we have not written, we have done the calculation, everything, but we have not given the print command. Okay, how the computer will understand what you have to print. So let us see now print. Now you want to print a c, that is a sum of number, right? So sum. So the whatever the value is stored in the c, a plus b. So I'll print a c and I will end the program. So all of you know the last statement is always a end statement. Okay, now run and click on the start. So here QBasic will create a exe file. Okay, the start. Can you see now the c's value? Can you see this 13? Right, 5 plus 18 is the result is 13. So now we will do some modification in this program. I want to write here, I want to print, okay, some text. Okay, I want to see this, what is that c? So I can write here print in the double quotes. Whatever you want to print in your screen, you have to put it in a double quotes. Here sum of two numbers. Okay, sum of two numbers, it will display on your screen, but here you want your result also, right? So where is this result is stored in the variable c. So colon, okay, after this colon, give the colon, do, okay, and c, variable c, that means wherever the results are there. So now run the program, it will show you a sum of two numbers, okay, sum of two numbers and the result is 13. Can you see here, sum of two numbers and the result how much? That is 13. Is that clear now? Okay, now here you can see it is a constant value. I have declared the a's value is 5 and the b's value is 8. Okay, it is constant. Okay, remember children, constant and variable we have learned, right? It is a constant. Now we will take one more example. We will print names. Okay, so here we have taken add two numbers, that is a numeric, right? It's a numbers. Now we will print our name, that is what? Alphanumeric variables, right? It is text. So I have written here let, okay, let us modify the program here only. I have written let $. I want to print two names, okay, with the help of print command. So I have written here, okay, directly you can use print, or but here we are using a let command. Let the variable I have assigned a and the first name, okay, Ria. Okay, name I have, and the b. Can you see this red color? That means in the down you can see it is showing some error. Okay, that means that statement is not correct. Okay, can you tell me what is the problem here? Let a is equal to, I have written Ria, but the name is a what? The name is a text, right? That is alphanumeric variable. When you want to print a alphanumeric variable, then you have to give a $sign. Remember children, if it is a number, no need to give, that is a number, so a is equal to, you can place the number. But here you are using alphanumeric variable, right? The names, you want to print a name, it's not a number. So here we are giving a $sign. So a dollar, okay, $sign. Now see that statement is correct. The again let be $, because you want to print a name. Yes children, understood? the numbers, when you are giving the numbers, you can write just variable and is equal to value. Okay, in the let statement it will assign the value, right? So you can take line number, then let, right, and you can give a variable name or value expression. Now print $, that means I want to print $, comma, I have given comma. Why? In the last session we have learned, when you want to give the space between names, then we are using a comma. Now let us see the result. See, now you can see the two names, right? In between the space is there, right? So okay, if with the help of comma you can give the space between two names. Now I want to print the name one another. So within a two line I have to take. I don't want to print on the same line. I want to print on the different line. So what I will do now? So I will take again, I will print the one name, that is $, and I will press enter key. Okay, and I will enter again, I will write print $, in the next line, because I want to see the result in the next line. I don't want to place it in the same line. So print $. Now no need to give the comma here, because you are taking in the next line. Okay, $, then use the $, $. Now you can see start. Yes, children. Okay. Now I want to print. You can see the two names are in the different line now. Now the same thing, I want to give the space between the first and second line. So just I will write only a print, and I am not going to write any variable, because I want to give a space between two lines. So run and start. Every time I am doing run and start, so that you will understand the, when you see the output, you will understand the, okay, why we are giving the commands. So print, and can you see the now different here line in space in between are two lines, right? Okay, so now is that clear now? Okay, now how to, okay, you can now already here the file is there, so we have to save the file. All of you know, go to file, and here you can see the dialog box. There you can give the file name. Okay, the QBasic will give the extension .bas, that is basic file. So now go to file, okay, and you can save the file. Can you see the add two numbers, the file name can you see in between the center of the screen, add two numbers .bas. We have saved the file in QBasic folder. Now same thing, you can open your file, okay, and which file you want to open. Suppose you have saved the file, right? Then only you can select the open file. Okay, now can you see here one more program, that is the input, that we will learn in the next time. Okay, so in this session we have learned only a let command. Now understood what is the use of let command. So let statement is also called what? Assignment statement. It is used to assign a value to the variable. In QBasic it is optional to use let statement and line numbers. You can start with a is equal to, okay, let is optional. So you can start with a is equal to 8, b is equal to 6, okay, but why? Because the let is optional. What are the syntax in let statement? Line number, let, then the variable name. A is variable name, then is equal to value expression, value is given 5, that is value. Yes, children. So understood how when you are using the let, when you are using the let statement, that means that is a constant value. Okay. In the next session we will learn a input statement. So we will stop this session. Sai Ram.